Okay, so we are going to get started on our Paleolithic Neolithic quiz today. Keep in mind that with this video that you may pause it at any time to stop and fill in what you need to. You may also rewind it at any time so that this way you can kind of go at your own pace. So you may either be sitting in class and filling in the worksheet or the handout, or if you're doing this online, obviously these lines will be deleted for you and you're going to be typing in your answer, okay? So, again, this is your Paleolithic Neolithic quiz. It's vocabulary. The directions are stating that you are going to read each sentence or listen to it as it's read to you, and you're going to fill in the word from the word box. I'm going to read the words that are in the word box. I'm going to read them straight across for all 3 rows. Hunter-gatherer, technology, culture, self-sufficient, nomadic, agriculture, specialization, civilization, surplus, domestication, Paleolithic age, Neolithic age. Okay, so question number 1. When people use tools and skills to help meet their needs or to make life easier, this is called what? So using tools and skills, what is that called? Keyword being tool. So which word in the word box has to do with tools that may be used? So you'll either write it on the line or delete the line and write your answer to number 1. Question number 2. The hunter-gatherers were considered to be a blank people because they had to move from place to place. Okay, so the key words here are moving place to place. What word from the word box has to deal with moving from place to place? Question number 3. When the Neolithic people learned to use agriculture, they created a blank or an extra supply of food. So what word from the word box means extra supply of food? Question number 4. The hunter-gatherers learned to do things on their own or by themselves to meet their basic needs, which makes them what? So if I do something on my own or by myself, which word from the word box means the same thing? Question number 5. A person's way of life, or the clothing they wear, the language they speak, or the food they eat is considered what? So these are your key words: the clothing you wear, the language you speak, the food you eat, and we could even incorporate religion. Which word from the word box has to do with everything that you do from day-to-day life? Your clothing, your food, your language. Write it on the line, or just delete the line and write it to complete the sentence. Okay, question number 6. During Neolithic times, people learned to raise crops or develop what? So if they're raising crops, which word from the word box means to raise crops? I'll just scroll back up so you can see the words. Which word means to raise crops? Question number 7. When people are able to establish permanent settlements with specialization, learning, religion, and government, this is considered what? So you have specialization, learning, government, and they have permanent settlements, maybe like villages. Which word has to do with a group of villages or a village living together? Okay, question number 8. People who were nomadic and hunted and gathered in order to meet their basic needs were called what? So if you hunt and gather, what do we call you from Paleolithic times? What do we call people who hunted and gathered? Question number 9. The time period between 4000 and 10,000 BCE When people had simple stone tools and moved from place to place in search of food was considered the what? So people have simple stone tools and they're moving from place to place. So when we move from place to place, I'll give you a hint. Is it Paleolithic age or Neolithic age when you're moving around? Question number 10. When people have different jobs or different roles in a community or settlement, this is considered what? So having different jobs. Everybody's doing something a little different. What do we call that? Okay, please keep in mind it's also a really good idea to make sure that you're crossing out words that you've used. If you're doing this online, what you might want to do is maybe highlight the ones that you've used as opposed to deleting them, so that this way if you make a mistake or you want to change an answer, you may do so. You can always skip answers as well or questions and do it at the end. All right, question number 11. The time period when people learned to domesticate animals and grow their own food, which occurred around 10,000 BCE, is called what? So when they're domesticating and growing their own food, what do we call this time period? Question number 12. The training of animals and plants for human use is considered what? So when we train plants and animals, what is that considered? Okay, so once again, 11, domesticating animals and growing their own food. That time period, is that Paleolithic or Neolithic? And then question 12, if I train animals and plants for human use, which word from the word box means the same thing? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. You can replay it as often as you like. You can stop, pause, and do whatever you need to do in order to help you answer the questions and know what each question says. Once again, I'll just read the words in the word box. We have hunter-gatherer, technology, culture, self-sufficient, nomadic, agriculture, specialization, civilization, surplus, domestication, Paleolithic age, Neolithic age. Okay, good luck.